Well, hello there. My name is Brian Steele. I'm the pastor here at St. Paul United Methodist Church in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. Glad to be with you today on our first ever 5-minute message. Religious participation in our country has been trending down for almost my entire life. I'm 36, just to be honest, and it's been even going further down since the turn of the century. And then the pandemic hit in 2020. And it was interesting because we had a lot of people that navigate or engage with us online. But now in 2022, coming out of the pandemic, even less people have returned back to church. Religious participation, specifically church attendance, is down across the board, especially in the mainline traditions, which, as a United Methodist clergy person, that's what I'm part of. And there are multiple reasons for this. Different reports will say different things. But one of the consistent themes that is brought up is that the church is boring. People don't understand the language we use inside of the church, whether that be from the pastor or other people speaking in the service. Essentially, people come to our church or check us out online and it's like we're speaking a whole nother language. And it's not compelling. And I don't really blame people for not thinking it's compelling. Now, I'm not saying the church should try to offer entertainment. We're not in the entertainment business. Some churches can get people in with smoke and lights. But I would argue that's not what really transforms lives. That's not what we're about either. You're not going to find a smoke and light show at any of our churches. But I do think we need to be passionate about whatever we're doing. However we worship, we need to worship like it matters. I think that's the biggest struggle as to why people find church boring. Now, there are different preferences for styles of worship. Get into generational stuff, and sometimes even people of the same generation prefer different types of music, ways of experiencing God. We're diverse people. That's okay. But I think what makes it boring across any type of style is that we just go through the motions. People in the church, we're called to ask ourselves, is our worship actually changing us? Or is it just something we do out of habit? And then, when it comes to the language we use, are we offering hospitality? Because when we speak in ways that are very church-centric, ways with that insider language, we're not practicing hospitality. We're not welcoming people as they are. We're saying, come be like us, and that means you'll belong to us. But that's not what Jesus did. Jesus came to us and showed us how to be like him, instead of telling us to just become like a church person. And sometimes, frankly, the church is boring because we're just giving the same type of flowery spiritual talk, and people wonder if there's anything important that the church has to say. I'm not talking about real-world, kitchen table type of issues. We aren't showing how our faith can make a difference in the realities and issues that people care about. So I'd love to hear why you don't go to church. You can comment, or you can also DM us on our Instagram or Facebook pages. More than likely, you get something to teach us, to teach me. And friends, whether you're an every Sunday pew sitter, or just that once in every while church attendee, or if you've never set foot in church in your entire life, or especially if you're a person who's been hurt by the church. From my understanding of God, God loves you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.